Alright, welcome back to Tinkering with Mitch. We're continuing this project of mounting the Zumo X2 to the BMW 1250 GX. We have an assortment of tools here, some snips. We have some wire strippers, and we were delayed because we were waiting on this guy. So this guy right here will connect to the OEM connection here very easily, just like that. Satisfying click, and then to release it you can just press here and pop it out. So we're going to splice these. We only need 2 of the wires because the third wire is for the magic wheel connection. So we're going to splice the correct one. They're labeled 1, 2, and 3. Got to look up which one's which, but we're only going to need 2 of them for the positive and the negative. Again, this is wired. I took all of this out to be able to see better. It won't be connected here, it will be connected on the other side. But what we've done so far is connected this mount from Moto Pumps. It's very simple, and it has a lock as well. And so it goes on extremely tight to the factory little brace where the BMW GPS was, and I took that off a while ago. And I took all of this stuff to be able to see better. And so I wired this. I haven't zip tied it yet because I wanted to make sure that I had enough length. Obviously I have, more than enough wire here. But once it's all set, I'm gonna zip tie this neatly everywhere, making sure that it doesn't affect the raising and the lowering of the windshield. And yeah, that's what we're doing today. I will update you in a bit with the next step once I know what connects to what. Okay, and with a little bit of help from YouTube, we know that the one cable, which is, here's the one. This one is ground, and the 3 cable is positive, is red. And then we don't need the metal cable. So this is exactly what I need to know so that I can splice it and wire it accordingly to this. And then I'll obviously cut this down to size and cut these probably a little bit, and yeah, just make sure the routing and everything's good, and then we'll test it before we button everything up. Okay, we're sitting on the floor now and we're checking out where it's gonna go. So this is the factory horn, but I put this one in. I really don't need this one, but I don't know if I want to take it out. But we can put wiring in here, or we can put wiring like tucked in between this and the air intake, kind of where I have these right now. So I don't know, maybe I should take the horn out. It's not connected. Okay, I might do that. And store it for later, because I really don't need it. Okay, look at all these bugs. Gotta wash this poor bike, but okay, I think we got a good idea what to do. I'm gonna use our fancy, really thin spanners, as the British call it, or wrenches, and I just picked one out of there, and it's the right one. And take this off and see, give us more visibility here of what's going on. Oh, super simple. I just took this nut off, and that's where it was, and look at all that space. So now I could even tuck the wiring back in here, and it gives me more room to zip tie stuff. So this is great. This will work out great. I think if I put stuff in here, that'll be the place, that'll be the thing to do. I was looking for it, it's like, where it was in my hand. It's a magic trick. Okay, so now we're just securing this to this part right here. I didn't have any very small zip ties, but this will work just fine. I think something like this will work well. Kind of lay this bulky part towards the back, which will not be visible. Not tying in too much, it just needs to kind of hold it in place, and then there we go. And kind of now the really scary part of cutting this. And I'm gonna cut it like right here. It's always, you can always cut more. You can never add back. So that's just kind of fully extended. I'm gonna tuck it in here. And we also have this other piece, so.
Come on, bomb disarming robot. You're our last hope.
Red wire, blue wire, black is usually the ground. So much pressure. Pressure!
He'd been talking about it, but I didn't take him seriously.
I think, wow, that's scary. I think that'll work there. You can see I got my little handy dandy light that's magnetic. All right, and then from this one, we don't need two, we just need 1 and 3. And again, I'm gonna give myself probably more than what I need. I'm gonna give myself about that much, like that much right there. And then we'll kind of see what we do with number 2 in a little bit. But kind of same length here. There we go. And then we are going to strip it back. Look at that. How easy that is. There we go. So then we got these two lovely copper cables exposed. Alright, and my junk here. Extra bits from the bike. And then let's do the same here. I think this is actually, should be 2 wires in here. We might need to do some finagling here. Well, let's see if it does it. Probably have to do it a couple times. Yeah. Complained, but it did it. Make sure I didn't sever any wires. No, it looks like there's a protective sleeve around it. Oh, nice. Okay. And then we'll do this one. Am I doing both? How ambitious can I be? Wait a minute. I might have broken my thing here. Could Good news is I didn't break my thing. I just needed to kind of give myself more room because I couldn't bite onto these little ones because of the big one. Yeah, there's kind of a little protective sleeve there. We're just gonna roll that back. And the wires look good. Twist them a little bit. Okay. So now we're gonna use this. Let's see. And which ones do we need? We probably need these. These are too small. Or are they? Are these too small? We can thread the needle. Actually, they're not too small. They are perfect. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Love it. And this will solder and seal at the same time. Okay. We'll do this. And then we'll... Do I need shrink wrap with these? Couldn't hurt. So we'll do a little piece of shrink wrap. Just make it super, super watertight. So number 3 again goes to red. So I prepped it with this little connector here. And then we're gonna put this other one in here. And then have them kind of meet there. They almost can hang on their own. Look at that. And now we're gonna get our heat. And careful not to mess with the other one. He tells us to keep this till the middle. It looks shiny. And you can tell this white part kind of melts and it hangs onto the wire there. I think I'm in there. Let's see. It's hard to see. All the wires are definitely touching. You don't want to overdo it. I don't want to underdo it. It looks good to me. Good little ones over here. Yeah, I think it's good. All right, so 3 to red, and then 1 to black. So let's see which one's a black one, and then we can always make sure you put your shrink tubes ahead of time, otherwise you won't be able to. And then this one should be 1. Where is that? 1. So this one's 1. And 1 is going to black. Do this. That's nice. Grab another one of these. Carefully stick this in. Here. And then we carefully that's where we twist. Stick that in there until they're both touching. I think that looks good. All right, and then we do a little fire magic. Careful not to mess with the other one. First of all, Yeah, get this white stuff. Who doesn't move? There we go. And then we gracefully dance over it. White stuff's melted. You think we gotta go. Good connection. And that's why we cut with plenty of room to do this again if it didn't work. So now we are gonna connect this just like that. See this little groove on the bottom aligns with the bottom groove here, and then we click, turn on the bike, and see if we got a good connection. Okay, my peeps moment of truth here. And then, yep, look at that. Look at that. And then, so I hadn't turned the Garmin on ahead of time, so it's loading. So I think we got a good connection, so now we can button everything up, move on to the next project. This is what I did the last time. Look at this. That's cool. Alright, man. Okay. Alright, to accept all. Agree. And you can see here it's charging. Beautiful. So now what we're going to do is take our little shrink wrap just for extra protection. Cover up both of these connections we made that look good. And they look sturdy. I like it. That was very easy. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to put electrical tape over the whole thing and tuck it back in here, and then put all this other crap on. We're back on. Let's see, can I get some light here? Stick it here. Alright, so and go very gently over this. You can see it starts to do its thing here and shrink, as its name suggests. When you shrunk enough. Alright, little updates. Everything is tucked in there, buttoned up. I'm putting this back in, so it was this screw and this screw, and then there's 3 screws without a shoulder. These had shoulders, but these don't have shoulders. So I'm putting a little bit of this awesome Loctite that is a gel, and so it makes it really easy to put on, and then bolting it back up. Everything works well. I checked it a couple times even after I tucked it in, make sure nothing came loose, and still works well. The next project is I'm going to fit a toolbox in the behind the back pannier, so that's up next. Okay, now what we're doing is we're going to install this box behind this. This is the pannier little securing thingamabob, and I was trying to install it without taking this off, but it's a challenge. So I'm going to take this off, and then I'm going to install the bracket that I already started doing a little bit. Here's one, here's the other one, and so we're going to install this bracket on the inside of this, take this off. That requires taking these things that were, this piece was on the other side, here, here, doing this one and this one. So, and then we can take a look. A bit of an update. So I was saying that this long screw would go into here, and I was like, where? So what you have to do is that there's a short one holding this piece, and you unscrew it and put in the long one, and it goes all the way through. So not very clear, but figured it out. That thing is that screw, and it goes through the whole thing. And then you want to leave these kind of loose because you got to line up this bracket. And then once you're sure where they go, then they have these little sandpaper doohickeys, I guess, so that it doesn't slip. So we'll put that underneath once we know what the fitment looks like. Okie dokie. Turns out instructions don't say to put both of these bolts on, but I mean, we have two long bolts. This has a hole, it makes sense to put it on there. So it's actually easier to mount these two first. You put Loctite on them. And then, I already put that little sandpaper here. And then, actually this goes on back here. And then you can see where this lines up. Well, actually I already saw where it lines up. But it goes here. That. Actually, it messes up. Yeah, I put the sandpaper a little bit low, but that goes right there. So now we can start tightening some of this stuff up. Okay. So secure that, and that. These. So this is set. It's ready to go. Only thing is, we need to drill. Need to drill these holes. So then that'll go like this on this side, because we're going to have these things stick out from the inside. So now we're in the drilling part of it. Okie doke. So we drilled the holes. We stuck the little kind of pieces, the bolts look like these right here. So we stuck those inside the box, and then we're just tightening up the nuts. I put Loctite on everything, and then it comes with these little thingies. I don't know if they're gonna stay on, but we'll put them on there. And that's pretty much it. And then we're gonna put the rack back on, and should be good. I didn't do anything to waterproof it, but I think it would have to go through this. I don't think it's gonna leak. I don't think it's gonna go water inside. Guess we will see, and if we do, then we could put like silicone or something inside, but it didn't call for it, and I don't think we'll need it. So that is on there. It also comes with a plate. It goes like this, and I imagine that's if you don't have the luggage racks, it would just kind of finish it off, make it look a little bit better, but this doesn't fit with luggage rack, so we're not going to put it on. Okay, when putting this back together, one thing to consider is that these pieces that go back here, there's two types and they're not the same. So it says top, those go here, and then this one says low, and those go down here. So keep that in mind. I cleaned all my hardware because it was dirty from the road. And so please tell me this goes in here. Please tell me you can get in there. Or maybe if I take the lid off. Okay, we'll figure this out. A slight moment of panic, but you see how this thing is, this goes like that. Yeah, it takes some finagling that gets in there, but this one is a little bit harder, but you can kind of angle it in, so you don't have to worry about leaving this on, or God forbid, take the box off to put this on, so you couldn't. You need to leave the box on, so yep, no worries, you can still get to it. Okay, the rack is back on. Here, tighten this stuff, and it's all set with the box behind it. Show you here. And where's the cavernous box?
Oh, there's the lid.